Do you get into that misunderstanding and perhaps
Yeah,
sometimes leadership responsibility? Somebody told me
yeah.
a long time ago because I'm always known for hardworking. Like, I never stop, to be honest with you. And people tell me like, Robin, you slow down. I didn't listen when the people tell me to slow down. But then they start using like hard sentences with me, hard statements with me. Like
Hmm. Hmm.
one person told me, if you leave the company, it will continue to operate. You know that. You realize that, right? So they're
That's
not
a
going to miss you at
blow.
all. 24, 24 hours later,
Hmm.
they'll have somebody,
Hmm.
play,
Hmm.
which is true. I mean, that's
Right.
logical. I mean,
Hmm.
the world's not
Hmm.
going to stop because of me, but we've embedded that entire ownership, take things on your shoulder, treat it as your own, and we wear it with a pride of badge of pride on our
Hmm.
chest.
Hmm.
I don't think this here ego. The avoidance is about ego and denial, and people feel like they're misunderstood sometimes.
Hmm. Right. And we do like to think we are irreplaceable. We're the most important whatever that the company has, that your family has, you know, all of those things. And sadly, we're not. You know, when we're gone, the world goes on. Now, is it a better place when we're in it? Hopefully. And I tell people, really think about that, and think about what your priorities are.
Yeah.
Do you want to be known for the 60-hour, 80-hour work weeks? Or do you want to be known for the fact that you raised four great kids? Whatever that is. And obviously, the definition of success, things like that, is very personal. But really, what do you want to be known for?
Yeah. Now, do you get into the succession planning?
Yes, if they want to, we can do things like that. But but that comes into making them face their mortality, and
Exactly. That's
not
what we're going to go with this because
right.
before you get to
Hmm.
succession planning, there's a few
Hmm.
myths that you probably
Hmm.
have to clear out of the way,
Hmm.
like
Right, right.
indispensable
Hmm.
founder. There's
Hmm.
no such
Hmm.
thing.
Right, right. And like I said, sometimes the company will fold. I mean, so wrapped up around that person. But, and it's not just that it's mortality. I spent 7 weeks in the hospital. My business did not function. You know, and so, but my business is me. And so that was really no big deal. My podcast went on to best ofs, so that worked really pretty well. But we never want to face our own mortality. I mean, that's just, we
That's what makes us a human.
right, right. And so, and it's funny because I had a conversation where, and this was last year, about this time, planning for the future. What were your goals? And this was with a group that I am a part of. And I said, it's actually kind of hard to plan for 5 and 10 year goals because I don't know that I will be here. I hope I am, but I also could get hit by a bus tomorrow. I mean, and the people in the group they didn't like that, because I was going to manifest that I wouldn't be here in 5 or 10 years. And I said, no, I'm being realistic. Do I hope I need 20-year goals? Sure. But and so that's kind of where it gets a little sticky, is knowing, I told people, I said, I have my expiration date probably got moved up, but I'm ignoring it.